Well, hello and welcome to the live reveal of the 2021 Virtual US Pizza Cup. I'm Brian Hernandez. I am joined, as you saw right there, by a bevy of guests who are competitors and judges alike. Now, I do want to let everybody know that I can only fit so many people in this room. So if you want to text me that you need to get in, you can go ahead and text me and I'll let you in, which I think I'm getting some of those already. So I wanted to say congratulations to all the competitors. Thank you so much for signing up and for competing and for putting on such a great, creating such great recipes. I was going to say putting on a performance, but I'm sure some of those photo shoots were performances. So I just wanted to kind of, let's see who's here with us today. We have competitor David Conti of Red Planet Pizza in Ansonia, Connecticut. We also have the Von Dempsey crew, which is hard to see them because there they are. Sean Dempsey, Michael Bacon, and David Solom of Danger Von Dempsey's Brewhouse and Dempsey's Brewery, Pub, and Restaurant collectively. Thank you, Loris. I appreciate that. Also, Rico Lunardi from Slice on Broadway, a competitor last year. Also, all three of the top guys were competitors. Actually, most everybody here was a competitor last year except for the three of them. So Rico Lunardi, Slice on Broadway up on Pittsburgh, followed by Eric Von Hansen, also in Pittsburgh of Caliente Pizza and Draft House. Athanasios, say it, man. Of Nittany Pizza. You say your name. He muted himself.
Athanasios Drivis.
Athanasios Drivis. Okay, and then we have Brad Beam of a couple places. I had it earlier. There we go. Look at that. Joe's Pizza and Pasta, Bronx House, Ormond Beach, and Palm Coast. So Joe's New York Pizza and Pasta and the Bronx House Pizza, all down there in Florida. And then we also have Kira Zabrowski of Much Ado About Pizza, Livermore, California, a Shakespeare-themed kind of pizzeria, which is kind of cool. We keep losing folk here. I will let them back in as they ask. Also, we have Jeremy Corbin of Sloopy Sports Cafe in Lakeside, Ohio. He's popping in and out as well. So I just wanted to let everybody say, and then Brian Weevil is joining us. He says, hey, man. So, hey, Brian Weevil, thank you for joining us. So I know that there's Brad. Okay. So basically we had 25 people sign up for this competition, and we can only pick 10 finalists. So the 10 finalists were picked. Now, this competition itself is based on it's showing the importance of photography in marketing your pizzas through social media and on your menu. And also, there was a recipe component. It had to be a good recipe that made sense. And we had to see the full pie. We had to see a side slice, like a structure, so we could see the crumb structure and then how it was built. And it couldn't be things that look good together. You couldn't put black olives and cherries because the black and red go together. So it had to make sense. And we had judges who were culinary based viewing that as well. So actually, in interest of brevity, I want to jump right into it real quick. Let's just go ahead and show you guys the 10 finalists. Now, I do want to say that this was judged blind. So these judges did not know who was actually the submission they were looking at. And if there was any logo in there, it did get smudged out. But we wanted to add that extra level of just judging the pizza and the photography. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and show us some of the finalists. Now we have here Kira Zabrowski. Now the judges never got to see these pictures. I didn't show them they didn't get to see that. But that's a beautiful looking pizza right there. A lot of the colors on just herself in the garden. And I believe this, Kira, real quick, this was, tell us just real quick about this pizza, veggie-based, I believe.
Yes, so this is what I call a Titania's Bounty. It is a 48-hour fermented dough, and we have lots of vegetable varieties. There's some, as you can see, some grilled zucchini. I have some tomatoes finished. There is, we've got some peppers, and I have microgreens on there and onions, all sorts of yummy veggies, and there are some olives underneath. So,
okay. So here, I'm sorry, guys, technical difficulty. I'm trying to get all the pictures up. It was not letting me do that real quick. So just one more second. But you said again, all veggie based.
Yes.
So
yes, a lot of the more fresh ingredients were finished. So I just had a few things that were baked on, and then everything else is finished with the tomatoes and the microgreens and the bell peppers. I finished on. Yeah.
All right. So I guess we're going to go to the next one here real quick. I'm sorry. It is keep fighting me. Just going to show your the pizza itself here. You practice this all day long in the mirror, and you never have issues. So that is a beautiful pizza right there. There we go. This is what I was trying to get to. And then here's a side crumb structure, and that has the little Will Shakespeare in the back that wasn't smudged out. So beautiful photography, well structured, a lot of colors. Flavors seem like they would go well together, but then again, I'm not judging. So, second finalist, Mr. Brad Beam, who is joining us today, a Detroit style. Brad, just brief us real quick. Tell us about your pizza.
Yeah, I call it the spicy jam. So I got a homemade bacon jam on finished on top there. It's got spicy pepperonis, diced pickled jalapenos, tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, a little grated Parmesan, fresh basil, dollops of ricotta after it's done. And like you said, it's on a Detroit style pizza. It's a basic 14 by 10 Detroit pan. It's a 15 and a half ounce dough ball, and it's a 48 hour ferment.
Sweet. All right, moving on. Thank you very much, Brad.
Yeah, no
Sean Dempsey of Dempsey's Brewery Pub and Restaurant. No commas. Very bad punctuation. But Sean, tell us a little bit about your pie.
Well, I wanted to make something fun, so I did a take on a poutine pizza where basically I just kind of double fried the fries. I threw a nice uber brown gravy on there, some bangers, a little bit of bacon, hit it with some fresh cheese curds, and then drizzled more of that fine gravy on top. And it was a fun pizza to make.
Nice.
It's a tuck it and put it down kind of pie.
Well, and there's a lot of care going into that photography too. That's something that's great for social media right there, and or your menus, or anywhere that you want people to see it. And fries on pizza, sure. I had one in Italy, so
hey, if you had in Italy, that means it's good. We're good.
Yeah, it was a sausage and steak fries. It was really weird. All right, next we have David Solom of, I guess, Danger Von Dempsey's, correct?
I'm with Dempsey's.
Bacon saves it on.
Bacon would be
okay.
Dempsey's.
Okay, right. Well, all right, whatever. I'm 33% so far.
Right.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your pizza real quick, brother.
This one, it's got a spicy mustard base. Did a little bit of mozzarella. It's got the salmon that you can see there. Red onion, broccoli. When I took it out of the oven, I hit it with a little maple syrup. And then some crushed toasted sesame seeds over top there too.
Very nice. And again, I will make all these recipes available at www.uspizzateam.com/21VUSPC. All the pictures and all the recipes from all the entrants. So thank you very much, David. All right, moving on next to Mr. Bacon of Danger Von Dempsey's Brewhouse.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about it real quick.
Well, when we were partying up in Vegas for the International Pizza Expo this year, we ended up going to Roy Choi's place, and I kind of fell in love with street tacos. So I wanted to see how I could bring those onto a Detroit-style pizza. So we got a Japanese barbecue sauce, very light mozzarella with a cheddar bark around it. It's Roy Choi's marinated Kogi beef, homemade kimchi, and then radishes thin sliced. Post-bake, I actually refried the kimchi in a 5-spice flour blend, some green onions, and Kewpie mayo, topped with lime juice over the top.
Wow.
It's weird, but it's really good.
Sounds like there's a lot of flavor. That's the only thing I regret about these competitions is there is no tasting. So, moving on, Mr. Rico Lunardi, Slice on Broadway. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your pizza?
I decided since Thanksgiving's coming up, a little over a week, it's called a Thanksgiving gobble pie. It's kind of, all your favorites, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry sauce on top of a pizza. It's good. We sell it as slices occasionally. When you have all those leftovers, it's a good way to put your product to use. And I think it's going to replace Thanksgiving dinner pretty soon. Instead of the hours of turkey and everything else, we put it on a pizza, call it a day.
I like that forward thinking, man. That's some management level thinking there, brother.
Yeah, but on the base has roasted garlic, mashed potatoes, a stuffing, mushroom herb stuffing. I just used turkey breast. I made a whole entire turkey dinner on Sunday, which I don't know what I was thinking and why, but I had enough food for. I should have frozen it all for Thanksgiving, but then I made fresh cranberry sauce, and then I just put a little bit of rosemary to bring out some color in the picture.
Well, it's a good flavor too. So very nice looking pie. So moving on to the next guy, and I do realize that I have been forgetting to put up all these banners that I spent all this time making. So Eric Von Hansen, look at that cheesy grin. I love it. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your pizza, chef?
So what I did was I did it's a 2-time IPA and fermented dough that I did. It's a Detroit style. I did a blend of provolone, mozzarella, and Asiago. What I did was I took a pork loin, broke it down completely, no sinew, no fat, and I herb crusted it with fresh thyme, salt, pepper, basil, fresh rosemary, and then a little bit of sage. It's a cast iron pan seared, and then it's simply roasted in the oven. I did a Brussels sprout that is marinated in a red chili oil, caramelized onions and garlic, a little bit of fresh thyme, roasted those off in the oven. Shaved that pork ever so thinly, laid that down. I did a caramelized red onion on top of that as well. And then to finish it, I had a candy bacon with brown sugar and cayenne pepper. And then I made a Marionberry chutney, or a compote, which is fresh berries from my property that I've been saving for a rainy day. I call it the winter hangover pizza. It's just something that has a lot of great fall flavors, something that you would make for Sunday dinner, watching football games with the family. So it's just something I thought that would be nice on a pizza. Came out pretty well. Then I made some homemade stracciatella on top that I've been working on for the last year, alongside making homemade super sod during COVID. So it's been fun.
And that's the genesis of most pizzas. Just sounds like it'd be good on a pizza.
Right.
So. All right. Thank you very much, Chef. All right. Next up, we have Dave Conti of Red Planet Pizza in Ansonia, Connecticut. Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about your submission here, brother?
It's called the It's So Good White Clam Pizza. Being in the New Haven area here with Pepe's and everybody, it's very popular, the white clam. But what I do with mine is I use Scamorza cheese instead of regular mozzarella, and I marinate my whole baby clams in EVOO, some Italian seasoning, some garlic, lemon juice, red pepper flakes, black pepper, and refrigerate that for about 4 hours. And my dough is a 48-hour ferment. And I pre-cook my bacon till it's almost done, and I add it on at the end of the pizza so it's not raw like I see a lot of pizzas in the area do. And at the end, we top it with scallions, some lemon slices, we'll squeeze some lemon juice on there, and some Parmesan Reggiano. And that's my white clam pizza.
Very nice, sir. That looks beautiful.
Thanks.
All right. And here we go. Trying to get over here. This is our next finalist, Drivas. That's all I'm going to say because I already forgot how to pronounce your first name. My God. But why don't you tell us a little bit about your pizza, Mr. Drivas?
All right. We have our East meets West pizza. We have Asian-inspired spicy chicken and broccoli meets Western-style plant-powered pizza. I have a 24-hour proof dough, a sweet barbecue sauce base, dairy-free cheese, meatless chicken bites that are sauced in a spicy chili sauce with sesame, and then finished with lightly steamed broccoli and some chopped scallions post-bake.
All right. I might have to try this when I have to do some kind of vegan diet for the magazine here in the next year. It's after Christmas dinner.
Sort of a General Tso's pizza, basically.
So, yeah, that's what it sounds like. So, yeah. All right. Very good. Very, very good. Love it. So moving on. Next, we have Mr. Jeremy Corbin of Sloopy Sports Cafe in Lakeside, Ohio. Very proud of his Buckeyes and his pizza. That's awesome. Jeremy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your pizza? I think you're muted, brother. There you go.
I did a Detroit-style crust, marinated chicken with Korean barbecue sauce, pickled sweet red onions. Run that through the oven. Everything else fresh on there. Heirloom cherry tomatoes that are diced up, julienne cucumber, feta cheese, and then it's topped with avocado, cilantro, lime sauce that we do.
That sounds good. I like that sauce at the end. That sounds very, very delicious. So, all right, guys. Well, those are our 10 finalists. A lot of great creations there. Very creative as far as like the flavors and the colors and everything that goes along with it. So I want to give everybody props on that. Prettier pizzas than I can make. I'll just put it that way. It's the best way to say it. So I did want to say that we're going to go mention the top 2 honorable mentions, 4th and 5th place. Here in a second, but everybody, so everybody's kind of working towards this. We had it printed up, and I went to my bank and I signed it and everything. So I'm gonna have to get a new one because they got the name wrong. I didn't know who it was at the time. So the winners will be getting first, second, and third place. We'll get those checks. Do not try to cash them at a bank. That's all I ask. All right. Also, official competitors. We'll be sending you one of these that you can hang in your restaurant, your home, chop it up for your hamster cage. It's up to you. It's yours now. And also, I wanted to say thank you to our judges this time from a good idea by Mr. Rudy Waldner. We used to do in the past, but something to let people know that you're super awesome at judging pizza and make a lot of people jealous. So I want to thank our judges and all our competitors for that. Everybody's going to get something for competing and spending their time helping us out. Do this competition, basically show people that photography is important as well as good recipe creation to sell these pizzas. So without further ado, we want to go ahead and talk about our honorable mentions. So in 5th place, we do have, in 5th place was Brad Beam. Brad Beam, we want to congratulations. I like all the clapping where nobody can hear it.
Nice job.
Brad, you can tell us a little bit. But what do you think about this kind of competition? And have you figured out what your attack is for next time, either in this competition or in live?
Yeah, I mean, this is technically my second competition. My first one was at the Pizza Expo here a couple months ago. I did the traditional category. I ended up going home with second in the Southeast Division, so I was really happy about that. And this, it was something I just wanted to do. It sounded really fun. All the pictures, I don't have, as far as camera goes, I just use my phone. So I was all taken with my phone. Yeah. And it's just something that I've just enjoyed doing. I've taken all my own pictures. I actually do all of our pictures for the restaurant, for our social media and stuff like that. So it was something that I really enjoyed, and just wanted to, be able to get it out there to everybody else to be able to see. We're in the process of opening up 2 other restaurants here soon. So been busy doing that, but just looking forward to, keeping the competitions going and keep getting my feet wet with it, and, keep trying to, do different creations and bring new things to the world out there. So.
Absolutely. I like you said, this is your second competition. You've been out there. Second competition, you're learning, but as you said, it's taken with your phone. A lot of phones are better than the cameras used to buy just even 2 years ago.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
they have the resolution that you need, and a lot of even filters and things like that. So congratulations on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Honorable mention. I look forward to a lot of great things from you in the future. Our next honorable mention is Michael Bacon. I put Danger Von Dempsey's. Yeah. Did I get that one right? Yes, I did. Okay. Michael, why don't you tell us? I know you just joined the team, and you've been I've been seeing you everywhere competing. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your competition endeavors thus far, man?
I go where I'm told to go and do things.
Shut up, you.
I don't know. It's been an interesting time. I started doing these, I think, back in 2018 or something like that, and we've been having a good time since. Going to California was nuts, and getting to join now do this one was cool as well. So I look forward to seeing where the rest of it goes, and I'm really honored to be fourth. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and congratulations on making the finalists for the Real California Pizza Contest as well, man. Congratulations, brother. So congratulations on being the second honorable mention that we have right there. So without further ado, I'll cut this check in half and send it to both of you guys. You guys can split the your name here check, Brad and Michael. But without further ado, we're going to jump over to third place. Now, again, like I said, the competition was steep and fierce, and I had no point. I was not judging it at all. So as I was tabulating scores, I was right there with everybody and watching them come up and go down. That is pretty much that's the part I like. Is like it's like a horse race at one point. But then there were a couple people who pulled out in the lead. So for third place, we're just going to jump right into it. We have Mr. Trying to get my thing here. Sean Dempsey of Dempsey's Brew House. Dempsey's Brewery Pub and Restaurant.
Nice job, Sean.
So, Sean, why don't you? Congratulations, by the way. Did want to say that you're getting one of those checks. Here, this one, and it does have your name on it, even though it's upside down.
Oh, there you go. I'm really, really, really stoked about this. I mean, this is something we've been competing all of this year, and it's fun when you introduce like the elements of photography along with the actual pizza making, and our photographers. I don't want to say she's
like
the
the way mine came out. I didn't like it. That's the start.
Oh, no, okay, cool.
No.
There you are.
No.
I missed.
I think that girl got it.
What's that? Who's it?
What? Oops.
I don't know. Somebody's talking.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right. So, but I missed what you said. Say it again, real quick, brother.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, I
I'm super happy to take third. That's amazing. I like the idea of the. We have our photographer, Karen, and she's an unbelievable asset to the company, and the work she does speaks volumes. So I'm just really, really happy to have her on our team doing this for us. And fourth and third's pretty good. It's a good start. Hey, Dave. So right on. Thank you.
Absolutely, guys. Congratulations. So we are going to move on to now we have second place. And for second place, we are going to go with Mr. David Conti of Red Planet Pizza and Barbecue. Oh, wow. He's got
some fans.
He's got a lot of people watching. So that'll be shipped out to you. David, why don't you tell us a little bit about your pie there real quick?
Well, it's one of my favorite to make. Like I said, being in the New Haven area, and you have Pepe's Pizza here with their, famous white clam pizza. And I said, I think I could make a pretty good one myself. And I'm just amazed. Thanks.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. I mean, you made the pizza, so it's all down to you and the people taking your pictures, or maybe that's you too. I'm not sure. So, but congratulations. That'll be in the mail. So to keep it short and sweet, guys, first place, we're going to, here we go. If it's going to change, first place is going to Rico Lunardi of there. Okay, sorry, I didn't know if you can hear me. Rico Lunardi, Slice on Broadway, Pittsburgh, PA. There you are.
I don't have a cheering team, so I guess I'll have to do it myself.
My cats are cheering for you right back there.
Nice shot, Rico.
Congratulations again. You got third place last year, first place this year. How's that feel, brother? Muted. You muted yourself.
There we go.
There we are.
There we go. Sorry, I can make a pizza, but I can't work a computer. It's really exciting. I love that you have this opportunity for us to do. I can't wait to try it in person. Hopefully, we're starting to round the bend and get things back to normal. I love, I've met a lot of you online, but and everyone's pizzas are so inspiring. Just glad to be part of this group, and super excited here that we were able to bring home first place. So, thank you.
Absolutely, man. Well, I mean, it was a great look of creation. Honestly, I think it's probably one of the only Thanksgiving pies to ever win a competition in my memory. I haven't heard of one. I've made Thanksgiving pies, and they have a tendency to be too Thanksgiving-y sometimes. You know what I mean? it's too much in one bite. So
yeah, it's a creation that we talked about making for a while. When we had a location down at PNC Park, we would sell it there as slices. There's a couple of restaurants in our area that do kind of a play on the same thing. I was actually thinking this would be a good calzone to do, to make it on the fly kind of. So we might add that to our menu, just for the holidays. But yeah, it's neat. I mean, everyone had great different pizzas, and I like to say second and third place. If you guys can just send a sample so we can taste it, that would be great too. But we're thrilled to have that over here. And when you have these leftovers, it's great idea. To see what you can create. Because everything goes on pizza, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely. Lars, I've got you here. You've been very patient, sir. As a judge, what was it like judging all these competitors?
It's way easier competing than it is judging. I'd much rather compete. No, I'm just kidding. It was a great opportunity. It was really fun for me. I spent a lot of time doing it. My wife will tell you that I was up really late getting it all done last week. But I wanted to make sure that I gave the time and thought and really was detail oriented when I was doing it, because I've been in so many competitions and I appreciate what the judges do. So it definitely took more time than making the pizzas and taking the pictures do. And so it was kind of fun to be on the other side, and everybody really had great pizzas, and I would love to try them all someday.
Absolutely. It's that's the worst part of this is that no tasting. However, we are looking to have some more in-person competitions coming up soon. Definitely in 2022, we're going to have several events to where you guys can come and actually make them. It's hard to judge a pizza just based on the pictures. It really is. And that's why I appreciate the judges taking it so seriously. And I appreciate your guys' forgiveness of if it doesn't go your way. So I want to encourage everybody to keep competing. Things are going to get back to normal. Eventually, they have to. And if not, I'm just going to go out there and do it anyway. I'll see you guys there. So, Kira, this was your first competition with us. Is this your first competition ever?
Yes. I love this opportunity. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, this was my first competition, and it was wonderful. The opportunity was amazing. We are still in the process of looking for our brick and mortar. So this was really important for us to get our name out there, to get our pizza out there. As you said before, we make Shakespearean style pizzas, and we want people aware that Shakespeare was very fond of pizza back in the day. So again, thank you so much for the opportunity. I feel really, really honored to be here with everyone today, and congratulations to everyone. This has just meant the world to me, and Much Ado About Pizza.
I love that. Thank you so much. And it was a real treat. I urge everybody to go to the website afterwards and see all the other entries and read the recipes, because hers was a story. And I was almost Googling it when she said he took a break and he was eating pizza. When Shakespeare took his break, I'm like, nah. And then I had to realize, no, she's just goofing. Athanasios Drivas. Sir, it's the second time competing with us. How did you feel about this one?
I definitely felt much better this year. Last year was my first ever competition, and I was really inspired by the winners last year, Lars, Sean, and Rico, I believe, and just seeing the product and the photography that they had inspired me to get a camera instead of my phone, work on the lighting, work on my dough to make it look better. And I was 22nd last year, made the top 10 this year, and both times with vegan pizza. So, try to spread the vegan word a little bit, and onward and upward. Keep learning, keep getting better.
Absolutely, and I do want to say that I think you took it to heart, and a lot of people who did compete last year who maybe weren't quite understanding of what it was, and when they saw the winners, took it to heart. This is how we got to go in and compete. And I think your pictures from last year to this year show that. And all that's going to do is help you advertise on social media and in your menus. So, Jeremy, thanks again for getting in here. What do you feel about these competitions? Because I know you're an up-and-coming star, too. You're all over the place competing. You're putting Brad to shame sometimes. I know you can't hear me. But how do you feel about competing?
I think it's just a little the normal competitions in person is great. I mean, you get to be around. It's the camaraderie. You know, everybody's messing around, joking with each other. This kind of took it to a whole nother level. You got to use your sight, your smell, all your virtual senses to try and figure out what's going to taste the best. And, it takes it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely. And, it's one of those things where, and I've seen it here with so many people that signed up again. It doesn't matter where you placed last time. Do it again. You're only going to get better. And if you don't, we give you the judges' notes so you know what they didn't like. That's the one thing that I really like, is letting you guys see what the judges felt, because like in Italy, they give you a number and you don't know why they didn't like your pizza or why you scored so well even. So I will get those emailed out to everybody. I want to thank everybody who tuned in for joining us. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to all the competitors again for some beautiful looking pizzas. Again, urge you to go to www.uspizzateam.com/21 VUSPC to see all the entries and read all the recipe submissions as well. Some of them are very fun to read, and then when they get to the actual making of the pizzas, it just makes your mouths water. So congratulations again to Rico, Sean, and Dave, our top 3 winners, and all our other competitors. And I hope to see you guys again either for this next year, but hopefully before then in person at a real competition. I'll keep everybody informed. So thanks to everybody for joining, and thank you all for competing. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you.